Welcome to another episode of Loot from 1000. Today we're killing Nagas in Azshara. So why are we killing Nagas in Azshara, you may ask? Well, if you don't know, these Nagas have almost like an 80% drop rate on big-mouthed clams, and then big-mouthed clams have about a 0.5% drop rate of golden pearls. And golden pearls go for a lot of gold, sometimes even over 100 gold per pearl. And if we do the math on that drop rate, I think we can get a couple of pearls within these 1,000 kills, and we will be able to make some decent money. That's not the only thing they drop. The sirens have a special pattern that they drop for spell power goggles, and there's a few other goodies I think we might see during this. But there's really only one way to find out. We are starting our farm log. Let's go ahead and start a new session, and let's see what 1,000 kills of Azshara Nagas will net us. So I spent some time debating whether or not I should just mail myself all of these clams and then do a giant opening at the end of 500 clams from the mailbox, but there's just really no mailbox anywhere near Azshara, so I'm not really thinking I'm going to do that. It's just going to eat into my grinding time, and I think that is probably not the best thing to do. I think it would be cool, but 56 clams that I've gotten so far is also a pretty nice opening as well, too. So we did get one of the patterns I was talking about before, the Spell Power Goggles Extreme Plus. I don't know if it really sells, but they are about 8 gold on my server right now. And now we are going to start the big grand opening. Let's see if we're able to get any golden pearls in this first batch of 56. I think that the drop rate is somewhere in around 1 in 200, so it wouldn't be insanely unlikely, but it's probably not going to happen. We've got a black pearl. Don't think any of the other pearls are worth any money, but let's see how we do here. Maybe I should speed up the process a little bit. I think I can go a little bit faster than this and be okay. But let's see if we're able to get any of these golden pearls. I'm going to say no. So far, I think that it's going to be tough in this first inventory. I think that would be too lucky. So we want to have a little bit of pushback from the game. Don't let me get too lucky too early. So let's see what we look like. Let's clean up this inventory a little bit. We've gotten a bunch of clam meat. I wonder if it actually sells. We'll probably just end up vendoring it based on how much we're going to end up with. And we've gotten 3 iridescent pearls and a black pearl, or 2 black pearls actually. So not exactly a ton of money in the bank, but let's see what we get in our next batch. All right, we have round 2 of the clams. Let's see if we can get lucky. We've got, I think we start with 43 of them here. And let's go through and see if we can get a golden pearl. Doing it like this, I think, is a great way to build up to killing 1,000 and getting no golden pearls whatsoever. But we will see as we open these up. We got our first small lustrous pearl. We'll put that with the other pearls. We've just got a few more to open. A lot of clam meat. Another black pearl. Again, any of these other pearls are basically, I mean, they're just, so they're not vendor items necessarily, but they're not selling for very much at all, and they're not going to make any kind of dent in what we're doing. All right, so again, no more pearls. We're not even close to what the drop rate should be, about halfway there, so we still have a lot of hope here. This should be round 3. We've got, we're lowering how much we get every time just because our inventory is starting to fill up. So we had about 33, I think, this time. So we're getting through these. Let's see if we get any golden pearls as we open these up. The first one is going to be very, very exciting. Hopefully we get a few of them on this journey. I think with the drop rate, I'm really hoping to get, 5 would be nice. I think that is a reasonable amount based on the Wowhead drop rates. But every time I do one of these videos, it seems like the Wowhead drop rates are usually overestimating what the actual drop rate ends up being. If we take a look at what we've killed so far, the Spite Lash, we've got 176 killed. with only 42 big mouth clams. And I think on Wowhead it says it's about a 75% drop rate. So I'm not too sure that is accurate, although we do have 40 clams that are unclaimed by mobs. But as we kill more, we'll see how things level out. But until then, we will keep dreaming for that golden pearl. We are back again so soon. I'm going to need to make some space here, or I'm going to have a 2 clam opening every time. So why don't we go ahead and open these up. I'm starting, I looked at how many I've killed so far, and I actually am starting to get worried. But let's go ahead and keep opening and see where we end up. Let's see if we get any pearls in these clams. It looks like it is all meat this time. We are almost getting to 400. So eventually we are going to be halfway there. Oh, we did have one on the body. Still just clam. Oh well, we are going to keep grinding here. I've got hope for the future. I won't give up yet. We've got about 600 more kills, slightly more than that. Let us see what happens. I'm going to go do my inventory now. So next time there's an opening, it's going to be like 60 or 70 of them in there. As I'm out here killing these and collecting these clams, there's one thing that has been going through my mind, especially when we consider what happened in the 1000 Fellwood Satyr video that I put out. Wowhead is surprisingly incorrect when it comes to drop rates. Just absolutely seems very, very off. So Wowhead was showing these Spite Lash Nagas. They were showing as about 74 to 75% drop rate of the clams, but you can see that we have killed 317 of the melee, 300 of the casters, and when we look at the total amount of pearls we've gotten about 226, which suggests closer to something like a 30% drop rate. We're not even at a 50% drop rate. So the fact that the info on Wowhead is actually that incorrect surprises the heck out of me, and it really makes me wonder what else on Wowhead is just vastly, vastly incorrect. But we'll see. The sample size is small, but with the Satyr video, I actually got some data from somebody else who had killed 2,500, and the data, we're talking about Wowhead showing almost double the drop rate than it actually is. But we are going to let's open these first. Actually, that's what this is actually about, is opening these shells, not just complaining about the drop rate. But it is definitely something we will want to keep an eye on. I actually don't have anywhere to put the clam meat. That was not very smart. I gotta make sure I leave room for that sort of thing. So I think I already opened a lot of these and got a sneak peek into some of these, but that's okay. It's all right to look at the zesty clam meat early, because that is typically all we're getting here. Okay, this is certainly a lot. Let's speed this up a little bit. I'm hoping, based on how things are going so far, I've sort of readjusted my goal here. I'm just hoping for a single golden pearl by the end of this video. We are ooh, that's a double pearl. I wonder what the chance of a double pearl is. We are at 600 kills. We are a little bit over 600 kills, and we have come up pearlless so far. So 400 more. Hopefully we can get something nice in that time. 700 kills in, and we have another 40 here to open up. The killing out here has been fine. It's totally a decent grind spot. If we were getting pearl after pearl, or at least making decent money per hour, I think I'd be a lot more hyped about this spot. There are a lot of mobs. There have been other players farming here, and I've still been able to kind of endlessly grind. There is a bit of movement. It's nice being a warrior and sort of charging and intercepting between them. But I imagine if you are a class that maybe has even less mobility than that, maybe Paladin, it might be a little annoying to get back and forth to each mob. But the grind spot is good. Unfortunately, we are still looking at just black pearls, iridescent pearls, and small lustrous pearls. But that is a-okay. We've got 300 more kills here, and I'll see you soon. Now we are 800 kills in, slowly progressing here. Let us open up these clams. It has been very uneventful. The grind is as usual. Got into a couple of fights this entire time, but they all happened pretty early on. Haven't been any bots out here, which is nice. Actually, in most of the areas I've been in recently, bots have been at an all-time low, it seems like, which is awesome. So there's been plenty of mobs to go around. And I'm not even sure, I don't think we even got a regular pearl in that batch there. So our luck is not turning around just yet, but we still have 200 more to kill. So we'll probably have somewhere around 100 more clams to open. Let's see what we've got. We are continuing on our journey. Don't think we've quite made it to 900 yet. Our inventory is shrinking. So these videos, these little clips become more frequent as we go along. We might need to make one more stop. It's actually pretty far away to get to the vendor. There is a vendor to the south down here that you can go to, but you have to like go up the mountain, and I get lost every time. So hoping I can just write it out to the 1,000 on this inventory space, but we'll see probably as the next inventory comes in. Another full inventory. We probably will go ahead and make a stop back, clear the inventory out, just so we can finish it out and not have to worry about it or think about it. And we'll probably have just the one final reveal, one or two final reveals for the last of the kills. We're only about 100, 150 away from finishing up. And so far, not getting what we are after. We are making a little bit of gold, but not quite what we were hoping for so far. It is the moment of truth. We have killed 1,000 Nagas in Azshara. I have to admit, this was a bit of a draining grind. It did take quite a while. This says 6 hours. I don't think it was quite that long. Maybe an hour or two less, because whenever I'm logged in and not farming, it's running as well too. But quite a long farm, and the results so far not great. I'm gonna wait to open these. We'll tease it to the end. So out of 1,000, we can see that we have killed 15 caravan master set. It was just a named mob, I think, down there. 501 of the melee spite lashes, and then 484 of the caster spite lashes. So that does add up. We've done the mental math. That does add up to 1,000. Let's take a look at how many clams we've gotten. We got 382, which suggests something closer to maybe a 40% drop rate than the Wowhead advertised drop rate of about 74%, I believe. So that is a little bit disappointing. That is not great. It doesn't help that so far in the ones that we've opened, we haven't received a pearl yet. So that is also, we're not doing so great according to the Wowhead percentage there either. But you can see that we have gathered 37 gold, and we have gotten 54 gold worth of vendorables. Not a ton going on there. I did end up vendoring a lot of the greens as well too, just for space. I did save 3 mithril lockboxes. We've got a couple patterns here: the dazzling mithril rapier. We've got the spell power goggles extreme plus, which I think will sell for about 7 or 8 gold, and we have 2 of those, which is pretty nice. It's 16 gold together. Maybe this will sell for a gold as well too. This red mage weave headband. The big voodoo pants probably not going to sell for anything. We got a couple of potions that might sell. These pearls don't sell for very much at all. And other than that, we did get a troll hide bag. That'll probably sell for about 7 or 8 gold as well too. So we've got little things here or there that are adding up, but let's get down to it. We've got 36 clams left. We have opened almost 400 clams. Let's see if we can sneak out a golden pearl. You know what? I feel confident all of a sudden. I feel like we are gonna get it. I'm getting hyped up. I'm not tired from killing 1,000 Nagas. Nope, I'm excited, and I'm ready to get my golden pearl from these. Ooh, we got 3 pearls, but none of them golden. Just a couple of them left. And there it is. We killed 1,000 Naga in Azshara, and we got 0 golden pearls. I will sell all of this stuff. I'll do a final tally and do a wrap-up. But I think that you can obviously tell I'm going to tell you not to farm here. The drop rate isn't as advertised, either on both the golden pearl and the clams, or maybe just the clams. And I could have just gotten unlucky with the golden pearl. It's kind of hard to say with this size of a sample size, but definitely not a 74% drop rate. So let's go sell all of this and see what the final tally is going to be. Fast forward a couple of days. I have tried selling things over and over, and it is just not working out. We have a couple of things that just refuse to sell. We've got these Spell Power Goggles Extreme Plus. They are usually pretty consistent around 8 gold, but getting them to sell has just been a challenge. So I still have both of these. I think I'll probably keep trying to sell them for a little bit. The deposit isn't too much for these Spell Power Goggles for any recipe. So it's sort of worth it, and then maybe I'll vendor it later. But we've got the red Mage Weave headband as well, too. Probably going to end up vendoring that. And then the Troll Hide bag, I think people just don't know that this exists. And even though it is cheaper than the other 14 slot bags that are up on the auction house, people just do not know about it, which is fine. That is just what we'll have to live with. Probably won't vendor this either. I'm sure I can make use of a 14 slot bag somewhere. So we'll put that to some good use. Everything else sold. We made, since it took a few days, we're kind of in a different scenario than we were before, so our gold numbers and things like that aren't a match, but we made something like 37 gold in actual money when we were there. We made about 90 gold in what we ended up vendoring, which is about 127 gold, and then from auctions, we made about another 30 gold. So we're talking about something like 150 gold for those 1,000 kills, which is down to 15 silver per kill, which I can unequivocally say is not worth it. And when you add in golden pearls, which was the whole reason we were there, I think I probably got unlucky with a shell opening, but I think that the actual shell drop rate, 382 total big mouth clams that came out of 1,000 mobs. That is closer to a 40-ish% drop rate. I think that is more likely the drop rate than that 75% that's on Wowhead. If we do look at Golden Pearl, even if we were to get 1 or 2 of them, we're still looking at something like 20 to 25 silver, even with like 2 Golden Pearls. So not exactly the best farm out there. I think it makes sense that I did not see any bots or any farmers out there getting these. The RNG is just too high as well. So even if I did get unlucky, so here's like something important to keep in mind. Even if I did get unlucky with the golden pearls, one, you have to account for the new drop rate, right? So the not 75% drop rate really kind of just cuts in half what I thought we'd be making here. And then the other problem is, even if I just got unlucky, I don't think a farm is that worthwhile when there's a chance that over a multiple hour farm session that you're going to end up getting basically nothing. I think that you're kind of spinning your wheels. If it's possible to go, 4 hours dry, I think it took me about 3.5, 4 hours to be out there. If you can go that dry in a farm and only end up with a little bit of gold, I just don't see how that farm would be worth it. So I'm going to have to give a thumbs down to this farm, especially with these new drop rates. I think from now on, I'm going to approach things with this open mind that drop rates may actually be off. And one of our goals now for this series is to test these drop rates that are seemingly high, and they always end up being about half on Wowhead. So that's the episode. Hope I didn't complain too much. I really don't mind at all that we didn't get any golden pearls. I'm not here to make that, 70 gold I'm going to make per pearl. I'm here to see how worthwhile a farm is, and I can unequivocally say that the farm for the Nagas and Azshara, I say skip out on them. There are other spots to farm big mouth clams that might work better, and we may head to those spots at some point in this series. But for now, golden pearl farm, if you're looking for them, probably not worth it to kill them in Azshara. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out my Paladin grinding series where I'm making 60 plus gold per level at sub level 40. So I'm actually able to make almost a mount per level on my way up. So even if you just decide to grind for a level, take one of my spots and make a bunch of money if you're leveling on a new server, leveling an alt, no matter what. So go check that out. I hope you've enjoyed these grinding videos, and look out for the next one, guys.